Now 4:30 on WKYT this morning, a teenager convicted of DUI in a crash that killed 4 people has been recaptured in Mexico. We have details this morning on his arrest.
A FedEx truck flipped over in Lexington, bringing down power lines and closing a road.
And some new changes might be in store for Kentucky driver's licenses. We'll have more on that coming up on WKYT this morning.
This is WKYT This Morning.
Hello and good morning from WKYT and welcome in. I'm Bill Bryant.
And I'm Rebecca Smith. Thanks for joining us. Let's get a check of what's happening with the weather right now with Jim Caldwell.
Things are changing, guys. We talked about yesterday, once we got the rain out of town, how things would change completely. And that's where we're going. We're already seeing temperatures dropping out to our west into the 40s. While you look to the east, across southeastern Kentucky, a little spike of 60s. 62 Jackson, 63 in Harlan, and Middlesboro at 64 degrees, but you can see the much chillier air is on the move, and that's going to kind of dominate our forecast today. And I think over the next several days, as we'll hover in the 40s and eventually the 30s toward the end of the week. A lot of cold stuff coming at you. A few lingering showers are still out there this morning with some cloud cover, some fog, some mist hanging out as well, and that's the only issue I think most of us run into during the morning hours. We might even see a little bit of sunshine with a lot more cloud cover, though. We will track all of this and break it down hour by hour coming up in just a few minutes.
And we'll see you then, Jim. Thank you. Leading our news this Tuesday, Lexington Road is shut down this morning after an accident involving a FedEx truck.
The truck was headed west on Leestown Road when the driver left his lane to avoid a parked car. He swerved to avoid oncoming traffic. The back of the trailer hit a utility pole. The semi overturned. No one was injured. There are 2 utility poles and some down power lines in the area. Crews are working right now to repair those. Police have not said exactly when they expect the road to reopen.
A Texas district attorney's office says Mexican authorities have detained a Texas teenager who disappeared with his mother a month ago. A spokeswoman for the attorney's office said Ethan Couch and his mother Tanya were taken into custody in Puerto Vallarta. Coach Couch disappeared in November after video surfaced online showing that he might have violated his probation for causing a DUI wreck that killed 4 people. He could face up to 10 years in prison now.
We have an update on a story we brought you yesterday. 3 men are battling serious injuries after police say a car driven by a suspected drunk driver hit them. Lexington police say the driver, 25-year-old Asil Areola, did not stop after the crash Sunday night on Midland Avenue. They say the 3 men were on a sidewalk when the car hit them. Kristen Kennedy is tracking the investigation.
Asil Areola appeared in court via video Monday afternoon. Officers say Sunday night the 25-year-old drove drunk, hit 3 men and left them.
It makes me heartsick, and I really do hope that the men survive and that whoever hit them, I'm thankful that they caught him, and I hope that he's prosecuted to the full extent.
Billy Mallory lives near Winchester Road and Midland Avenue, the intersection where the wreck happened. She worries about the 3 victims.
My mother was hit and killed by a car, so it does touch my heart because I know how that impacts family and friends.
UK hospital staff tell us one of the victims is in critical condition. The other 2 are fair.
The father of 2 of the victims tells us his sons, Clarence and William Hockaday, both need surgery. His oldest, Clarence, told him he was sore all over and that he has 1 broken leg. Hockaday says the other person with his sons, Michael Nipper, is not doing well.
Well, it has to be devastating. It has to be devastating for the men that were injured, for the people that cared about them.
Areola will be back in court next week. In Lexington, Kristen Kennedy, WKYT.
Areola's bond is set at more than $23,000. The judge is confirming his immigration status before allowing his family to post bond.
Well, they've been working on a plan to try to make Kentucky's driver's licenses meet a decade-old federal requirement. The Real ID Act of 2005 requires a driver's license to be issued by a single state agency. But in Kentucky, the Office of the Court Clerk issues them. Rodney Kuhl and the Department of Motor Vehicle Regulation are now taking steps to become compliant with the federal law. That includes moving where the licenses are manufactured to a single location. Kuhl also suggested moving an 8-year-old renewal and raising the price of licenses to $50 more than double the current price of $20. He said most of that increase is due to an increase in the cards themselves, which will require some new security measures. The search is continuing today for a dog that disappeared after being rescued. Harvey was among more than 150 dogs rescued from an animal hoarding case in Laurel County earlier this month. On Saturday, he was taken to Life House for Animals in Frankfort, but hours after arriving there, volunteers say Harvey ran off.
But when he got outside, he just got in panic mode and did a Houdini act where he just kind of backed out, flipped out of his harness.
Volunteers have set up some trail cameras around the shelter now to see if they can find where Harvey is hiding. They say he's scared of people at the moment, so if you see him, don't chase after him. A man accused of causing a crash that killed 4 people and an unborn child in Clay County says he is not guilty. Jason Gibson was arraigned on murder, fetal homicide, and DUI charges. Police say Gibson was driving under the influence on December 18th when his car crossed the center line and hit another car along the Hal Rogers Parkway. Judy Pennington Adams, her pregnant granddaughter Tiffany, Tiffany's son Kyson, and a family friend, Charlene Lewis, were all killed.
If you were planning to see Janet Jackson perform in Lexington next month, you'll have to make some other plans. The singer announced last week that she's postponing the upcoming dates of her Unbreakable tour because of surgery. That includes a January 30th concert at Rupp Arena. If you have a ticket for that night, Rupp Arena says you do have some options.
For some reason you're unable to attend on the new date, then you can get a refund from that ticket. And all you got to do is go back to your original point of purchase. If you bought it here at our ticket office, you come down here. If you bought it online, you go back online.
There has not been a new date set for the Janet Jackson concert in town. Popeye's Chicken has returned to Lexington. People are lining up for it. Popeye's opened its new restaurant on New Circle Road and Old Paris Road on Sunday. It didn't take too long for traffic to actually start backing up around the restaurant and onto New Circle. At one point, the owner says there were about 100 cars in line for the drive-thru. People were waiting up to 2 hours.
A man has been arrested and is accused of driving under the influence on a scooter in Laurel County. Deputies say 48-year-old James Forbes was driving the scooter recklessly on Laurel Lake Road. They tried to pull him over, but deputies say Forbes kept driving and then ran off of the road. We're told Forbes ran to his home, where he was then arrested. Forbes is facing several charges, including DUI and terroristic threatening. WKYT this morning just getting started early on your Tuesday. Great to have you along with us at 4:38 now.
Well, just because it's getting cold outside doesn't mean your workouts should suffer. Moms Everyday has some suggestions for making your cold weather workout count when we return.
And we could track maybe a shower or two, but it's really going to be all about the cooler temperatures coming our way. We will track it in just a couple of minutes.